whilst these engines have served us so well, I can assure you these engines as they sit, they have become what we call bespoke.
We said we want more OE parts inside the engines because the cost comes from everything being bespoke as we currently are.
So now I want to introduce to you our two new supercar Gen 3 engines, one from General Motors, one from Ford. This one, well, this is GM's Camaro Gen 3 engine, very much based on GM's small block architecture. In fact, this is nearly still warm, you know. This is the engine that's just been plucked out of 888's test car, where they're just sampling it, putting some miles on it, getting it sorted. And this one, the Ford Coyote engine. This is an engine that you'll see, or variation of, in high-performance Mustangs around the world. Now, when I talk relevance, the really important part here is if I lift the bonnet on a current Mustang or a current Camaro, that's very much what the engines look like. That's really important.
These engines have got far more OE parts in them than we've come from. They're pure racing built, no DNA, all bespoke parts. That's expensive. This has got more of the manufacturer DNA in it. This is more of what's in your road car, what's currently in the road car, what's in the Camaro, what's in the Ford Performance range. Both the manufacturers are really engaged. They're wanting more of their DNA, more of their OE parts in the engines. They are actively helping us with GM and Ford Performance in the US. They've got engines over there on dynos. They are really involved.
So we will get to the specifications, but as you can see, more relevant, including aluminium blocks like you'd have in your road car, not the cast iron blocks that we've had on our previous or current engines. And of course the other big, as we said, is cost. Now supercars want these to roll out somewhere around $65,000 to $75,000 each.
The current engine's $130,000, $150,000. This is going to be half that.
In terms of rebuilds, much, much cheaper. They want to start somewhere around 5,000 Ks instead of 4,000 Ks. The intention is these will get to 10,000 Ks between rebuilds before long. That's what teams want to hear.
Well, one of the key things with the Gen 3 was to reduce costs and improve reliability, try and get more engine miles. I mean, I was actually an engine builder and we used to do 1,000 kilometres every engine build. I mean, we look back now and it's just lunacy.
One of the ways they're going to do that is capacity. These are bigger capacity engines, therefore they're de-stressed, if you like, putting out big horsepower.
We actually had a meeting with all the engine builders to discuss why their engines are rebuilt so frequently. We're stressing the engine, so one of the reasons to increase the capacity is to try and de-stress the engine and improve the mileage.
GM's Camaro Gen 3 engine. This is 5.7 litre. When we look at the Ford Coyote engine, it's 5.4 litre. Why is that so? When we talk parity or equalising the performance of these engines, we need to take into account, I said they were different, this is a 2 valves per cylinder, single camshaft engine, right? This one, on the other hand, is 4 camshafts, 2 here and 2 here, and 4 valves per cylinder. So that's extraordinarily different, but that's made up by making this one 5.7 and this one 5.4.
People are probably wondering why one's a 5.7 and why the Ford's a 5.4. You've got to remember they're two completely different architecture engines. To get the constraints that we require, which is the power and the economy, they needed to be different capacity to achieve that.
I think the fans are going to see, hopefully, cars that can race closer together. They're less about budgets and technology and what's going on behind the scene. They want close racing, and that's what we're focused on delivering.